Ready. Hey.
6 man. Check cross.
Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage, good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. After the turnover, here's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right. Oh, wide open, complete. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. A huge play there for Arizona. 47 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Murray now on 1st down. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
And one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Newton gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Newton. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete.
Complete to Matt.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, when we talk about finding the soft spot defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. It's the man traded by the Patriots, Chandler Jones. In there to bury him for a loss of 11. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. From the gun, here's Newton. It's complete. James White. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Third and long, it's Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Intercepted.
No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Intercepted by the Patriots.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
He was looking for his tight end, Devin Asiasi there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
From the 50, Newton. Catch is made by Herring. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
4th down.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Newton. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back.
Turnover on down.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And that's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. It's the former Michigan man, Chase Winovich, who gets in there to bring him down. Murray with a 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Patriots take over.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
And the Patriot first down.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for first and 10.
20.
Out of the gun, Newton. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
At the 36-yard line.
Flushed out right. He'll run it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 26. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. From the red zone now, Newton sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Touchdown. James White as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots have taken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness.
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Back to you. I'm going back to you. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10. At their own 18-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up.
So that was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Here's Andy Lee now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Wiggles free. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And he stopped immediately there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1.
And that one complete to Keene, the tight end.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
A gain of 12.
A play fake to Michelle, now Newton.
He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Patriots.
Now a pass dropped off here for James White. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
6-yard pickup.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Flush to his right. That is caught at the 7. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down and 4, Murray. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college. And our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Carry.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. After the run, Newton going to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Demir Bird, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Isabella, incomplete. Covered by Jason McCourty.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
Jonathan Jones.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football, but they trail here as we get set to bring you the fourth and final quarter. The Cardinals on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And that is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Come on, boys, come on.
They're going for it. It's Murray. And this is incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Throwing is Newton. And that'll be caught by the tight end, Keene. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, 4th quarter. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Tackle made at the 20.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Shotgun now from Murray. That ball complete to Isabella. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Andy Isabella, 79 yards. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10.
Patriots 21. Cardinals 10.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And it's 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
The 33-yard line.
And he finds Fitzgerald. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 14.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
On 1st down, Drake. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2.
2nd and
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. The Cardinals on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Murray. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Brings up
2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line.
a 3-yard loss on the
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
No gain on the play. Brings up 4th and goal.
48 smoke. 48 smoke. Watch the slant. Hey, alert 3.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. And no, it's incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And instead of having a 1-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Escaping the pressure right. To the right side, and he's got Edelman. And all the way up to the 49. A big play there for New England. 44 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Newton's going to throw it. Incomplete. He was looking for Edelman there, but it's going to be 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Jalen Thompson picks it. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. After the turnover, here's Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jason McCourty, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. Play action. It's Newton. He's going to look deep for Edelman. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Robert Alford. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As as this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Glendale.